Yo, what's up? It's time for more adventures in live coding with Zeebe and Node.js. So this week I'm going to create a Zeebe front end for the Zeebe server, a REST front end using Nest.js. So we're going to be using the Nest, which I'm totally loving. Programming with Nest.js as a framework. So we're going to use Nest.js to build a front-end REST API for Zeebe. And I think people have been asking for this. Let's have a look. Mauricio and I were talking about it the other day. We're like, hey man, peeps have been asking for this REST front end, so let's see if we can put one together. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the GitHub. Let's have a look. GitHub. Now, is there a link on here? There we go. Check it out. Okay. I mean, it's a pretty common use case, right? Yeah. Nothing. Let's have a look in here. Anyway, whether people ask for it or not, they're about to get it. Haha. We do these things not because they should be done, but because they can be done. Okay, so we're going to create a new nest. So the best way to do this, we'll do this. Open. I'm going to open my entire workspace folder just so I can get a terminal that you can see. New terminal. And then in here, we're going to go, hello, terminal. Yeah. So here we're going to go nest, create, yeah. And we're going to call it Zeebe REST, hey? Zeebe REST API. So it's a REST API front end. Boom. It's going to create a subdirectory, then we'll open it with VS Code. It's freaking out because I've opened up too many subfolders in here. Okay, it must be nest new. Nest new. So Nest.js is like an opinionated kind of framework for JavaScript backend applications in Node.js, and it takes a lot of inspiration from Angular. It's got it's TypeScript native, it's got dependency injection, composition, decorators, the whole thing. Was Shingo Nakamura playing in the background? Thanks to Silk Music for giving me permission to use it in the stream. Of course, I take all the monetization from the videos, but you know, gotta support starving artists, hold the starving. And I'm a big fan of Shingo Nakamura, and I listen to his music all the time when I'm coding. Shingo Nakamura and Monster Cat are my two kind of preferred soundtracks, and also kind of like epic operatic metal. I also like to listen to that, so I might get a license for that for the stream at some point and chuck in some, Dragon Force and stuff. Installation in progress. Internet's real slow here around this time. It's like 2 in the afternoon in Brisbane. I think everyone's coming home from school, hitting the Netflix, hitting the League of Legends. They're just like sucking down all the internets. I'm on my apartment's Wi-Fi now. I've got my own Wi-Fi and my phone, but neither of those two are working. Okay, it's done. There it is, Zeebe REST API. So let's go down into that folder. Zeebe REST API, open. So what I want to do with this is create the REST API, which I think is going to be pretty fast. And then once I've done that, I'm going to secure it with like a JSON Web Token authentication. That's going to be the interesting part, I think. So let's open a new terminal. And we're going to use Dan Shapir's excellent NPM module, which is at payk nest.js Zeebe. So while that's coming down, let's have a look at the docs for that. Not there? Here. Hello. So PayK, Nest.js. PayK, Nest.js, Zeebe. Boy, the stream's real struggling today. It's back to the green. So what happens if I run this speed test on it. Okay, 15 megabits per second seems reasonable. Sounds legit. So we install it, and then this is the basic app module. This is the important part here. We gotta put this into the main JS, the main TS. Cut and paste coding, man. It's the future. The future. Yeah. Okay. Sehr gut. Cut and paste coding. Save so that you can. What? There we go. It's more like it. Okay, let's have a look at the REST API for this thing. So I think a good place to look for that is if we have a look at the dependency graph for Nest.js Zeebe. We can see Zeebe node is in there. This is, I think, a good way to look at it. Let's have a look. Ta-da! Zeebe Node.js client. Okay, so there's a few things that you can do. You can do a get to the topology to get the broker topology. That's an obvious one. And in the Zeebe mock that we did last week, that was the only method that we got to implement in that stream. That was cool. You can deploy a workflow. So that's going to be like a post. You can start a workflow. So that's going to be a post. And then you can publish a message. So that's another post. So basically you got get, one get, and like 3 or 4 post methods. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. I'll kind of spec it out in the README file. Documentation as a first-class citizen, dude. Okay, so this is the Zeebe REST frontend written in Nest.js. Okay, so routes, we'll call them routes. So we're running a REST server in Nest.js. So, okay, we're gonna have routes, we're gonna have get. So get topology. Like that. So this one returns the broker topology. The broker cluster CLIU, no here USTER cluster topology. We're going to have a post to deploy workflow. So it's going to be deploy like this. Yeah, we'll use that. Workflow. I didn't want that. Thank you. Consistent full stops. So we're going to post to create workflow instance. It's kind of self-explanatory, right? Creates a workflow instance. And then we're going to post publish message. We could also implement in here synchronous, you know, post deploy workflow gives you a callback using that REST pattern. Oh, beautiful. It'll be great. But this is, yeah, it's going to be generic. So should we make it synchronous or asynchronous? Okay, so we'll do this. Create an extra, publish a message. Let's just go full featured on this thing. No, it's not Dvorak, it's Colemak. So this one returns the workflow ID. ID, thanks. Now, we'll call it sync. Good name. That's not what I meant to do. Wow, okay, so we've got to do this. Cut and paste. Yay! So this one returns a workflow instance ID. I really got into cutting and pasting when I switched to Dvorak because I was like, dude, I ain't got time to type this. It's faster to copy it. Okay, so this is going to be sync. So we're going to add a sync method, right? Sync creates a workflow instance, returns the workflow outcome or a callback URL. To poll for the workflow outcome. It's a pattern I wrote about on the Zeebe blog, how to do this one here. Let's create workflow instance sync. Let's just take a brief detour to the Zeebe blog to have a look at that. So if we go to, it's in zeebe.io blog. Hey, Mr. Minion Stealer 1. How you going? Where are you watching from? It's somewhere in Australia? I guess it must be like nighttime. Yeah, it's like nighttime and it's midnight in the States. It's 9:48 in the morning in Sri Lanka, 8:18 in the morning in Dubai, 9:18 in the evening in Portland, 5 in the afternoon in Auckland, 6:18 in the morning in Berlin, 6:18 in Paris, Cupertino 9:18, Singapore at 12 o'clock, and 2 p.m. here in Brisbane. Okay, yeah, the Zeebe blog. Somewhere down here. Message correlation. That was a good post. That's a real kind of a bit of a tricky one to get right. Here we go. Zeebe workflows inside of REST request response. Yeah, and I just did that with like an Express server. So we'll make this part of our whole thing, but we'll make this so generic that you could use it for any Zeebe broker, anytime, anywhere. Yes. It's going to be a real utility for people. Let's put this thing out of the way. Ta-ta. Goodbye. Actually, I put this thing in and see if it works. Does it work? It's meant to be Twitch chat in your VS Code. Show the chat. Show viewers. Stream offline. I must have hooked it up to the wrong stream. I'm Defs Online. And how is the stream looking? Because it's my little streaming light goes from like green to red because of the internet speed. Okay, so we've got 1 get, 1, 2, 3, 4 post routes. So this is what I love about Nest.js, is like let's just create them. So we can just go nest, generate, controller. Let's do this first one, the topology. Topology. Yep. Done. There it is. Okay, well, let's go back to that PK. So I think in here, no, I'll find it through the dependency graph. 5 dependents. Okay, so got to create this Zeebe module for root. Now, in the most recent versions of the Zeebe node library, that's in app-module.ts, so we're gonna inject this dependency, and then we can get rid of this gateway address completely. Like that. Pop that in there. Add it as a provider. I gotta say that I don't completely understand how this works. It's still a bit magical to me, but whatever. Have you ever seen that Harry Potter movie? They're like saying all those like magical words and stuff happens, and sometimes it's a bit like that. And then after a while you kind of build up your own internal model of like, okay, is that how this thing works? Okay, main tier, so we did that. Save that. Bootstrap app controller. So put it in the topology controller. So let's go to our topology controller. And then grab all of this stuff and just paste it in there. Save that. Now we don't actually want the create workflow instance response. I'll change that in a minute. What we want here is the topology response. No IntelliSense doing it that way, my man. Like that. So create the constructor, inject the yeah, that looks good. Okay. So here we're going to say get. This is a get method. And we'll just say get topology. And then on this get topology, so we're going to have to make it async because it's another network request to the broker for the topology, and we're going to have to await it. So yeah, I think if we make it async and then just return another promise, which topology is, topology, that should work. Like that. We actually don't need that app service, I don't think. And then let's just do this here. So this thing returns a promise of a topology response. don't need that. No workers are involved in the creation of this REST route. And I don't think we need the app service. That's my hypothesis. Okay, save that. Split this terminal here because we're going to start a broker in this side, and then we'll start the development server here. npm run start dev. I'm just going to build our little project and start running on port 3000. Okay, and so in here, we can cd out from here, and then go into that command directory which has the Zeebe Docker Compose in it, and then we're going to just use the broker only profile. Sehr gut. And then we're going to say Docker Compose up, and that's just an alias that I have set up for Docker Compose DC. Makes it easier. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. Ooh. We haven't updated the Zeebe Docker Compose repo for the 0.21 release. Ooh, okay. Note to self, we've got to update that. I'm not going to do it just right now, so what I am going to do to get around that is just modify it locally. Nope. What I'm going to do is this. Get, find out what branch I'm on now. 0.21. Okay, so that's cool. I'm on the right branch, so yeah, I'll update it and then I'll push the changes later. So it's the Docker Compose file that we need to update. It's pretty easy. Just go down here, and the latest release of Zeebe is 0.21.1, because there was a hotfix that came out for an issue that I found in a single node cluster that would sometimes fail to restart after it got rescheduled in Kubernetes. So Control O to write it out, and then Control X to exit from there. And then if I now say Docker Compose up, I should have that image locally, so I should just start. No, I don't. Okay, well, we're going to pull it down. Dude, what is this going to do to my internet? Brutal. Oh man, my stream is chugging right now while I'm downloading this image. Sorry about that. Downloading a Docker image while streaming. Note to self, don't do that in the future. Getting close. You know, the other way I could do this is I could use the command to cloud. Why does it keep going to there? You know what? Close everything else over there. Let's try doing it on command to cloud. That'd be cool. So command T. Hello. Now my machine's freaking out because I tried to close all my Chrome tabs. There we go. Okay. Yeah, my son's been really complaining about Google Chrome. He's like, yo, man. This thing's using 22% of my CPU power, like just sitting at idle. I was like, it's your extensions. He's like, nah, man. It's just the browser itself. But I tried to build Chrome the other day, and it's like a 17 gig Git checkout, and I was building an older branch. I can only use 2 clusters. Okay, I'm about to go into my console and look at my secrets in there, so I'm gonna just put my secret screen on. so I can set this up. So I'm going to export the Zeebe gateway. Export Zeebe. What's the other things I need to do? Zeebe client ID, yeah. Zeebe client ID. Create a new client in the console, and I'll call it REST test. Enter. Doesn't like that name. Like that? Yeah, okay, you can't put spaces in there. Weird. Zeebe client ID equals this. Yep. And then export Zeebe client secret. Secret show. Copy that. Paste it in. Enter. Let's go back here. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, I called this one Third Time is the Charm. I wanted to call it Third Time's the Charm with like an apostrophe, but you can't use an apostrophe in the name. And I'm going to ask for more clusters, actually. I should be allowed to have more clusters. Kind of got inspired by the names of the spaceships in Ian Banks's novels. They got some pretty cool names. I don't mind if you see these secrets because I'm going to delete this client later. But like, I put my Zeebe gateway details, then I put my client ID, and then my client secret. Zeebe client secret, Zeebe client ID. So according to my calculations, if we just do npm run start dev, it should just work. It should be that easy. Shoutouts to Shingo Nakamura for providing the soundtrack for today, and to Silk Music for letting me play Shingo's music in the stream. So let's go back to Google Chrome and let's see if our localhost endpoint, and we're going to do a get on topology. Boom. Okay, didn't like that. Okay, it's an internal server error here. Response code 403 Forbidden. Great band, Forbidden. Let's do this. Go here. I may have used the wrong environment variables. Let's find out. Wow, man, this last 80 megs of this image are chugging. Okay, let's go down here. OAuth, come on to cloud. 0conf. Okay, it's the Zeebe gateway address. That I used the wrong one. I used Zeebe gateway and I needed to use a gateway address. Okay, so export Zeebe gateway address. Gateway. Well, let's just do this. So we accept what's already in there. Go back to here and say gateway address. Okay, like that? Yeah. Address. npm run start dev. Nest start watch. man. This Docker image is like taking forevs. Okay, did that do the thing? Did that do the thing? Let's see. Someone ring my bell. HTTP error, OAuth provider get token. Response code 403 forbidden. Evo. Okay, maybe, let me check the other ones. Client secret, client ID. Let's see if we put the right ones in. Client secret, client ID. Zeebe client secret, Zeebe client ID, Zeebe gateway address. Okay, let's try this. I don't know. Yeah, okay, what we needed to do here is we need an example that shows you exactly what to put in there. Okay, let's try it like this then. Let's see if this works. Okay. Actually, let's go full metal jacket on this thing and go export Zeebe. No, actually, the older one. No. I think we updated it in the latest version. But does this use the latest version? We shall see. So Zeebe node log level equals debug. Boom. Oh, this is definitely live programming. This is definitely not a canned demo. I should do simultaneous recording on my disk because this stream speed is ordinary. Less than ordinary even. Same thing. Okay. That was a great change. Let's try that. Same thing. Let us look in here. So I think in here we can say options. And then we can say log level. I just want to check if this is import it. No, it wasn't what I needed. Anyway, whatever, I think we can do it like this. Yes. Debug. Get rid of this. Save that. It's here, that's pretty cool. We've got a local broker running anyway, we can use that. Try it again. I'm surprised that, okay. I have a feeling that this thing is not using the latest version. Let's have a look. Okay. Zeebe node, they're both Zeebe node. Let's go back. Nefarious Pickle Muncher, NPM. 5 dependents, PK, Nest, JS, Zeebe. Let's go to the GitHub. Last published a month ago. Yeah, it's not updated for version 0.21. Package.json. Yeah, man, it's an old version of Zeebe node. Let's do the good thing and do this. We'll give it a minor release because we're going up for we're matching a different Zeebe node release. Zeebe node .21.0. Is that what we're up to? Let's have a look. Yep. 0.21.0. Rev that up. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we're gonna say use Zeebe node 0.21.0. 0.21 of the Zeebe broker is out. Is out. Use 0.21.0 of the Zeebe node library. To get the goodness. Okay. Propose the file change. You're welcome. Create a pull request. There you go. And just while we're here, let's just have a look at what the open issues are in here. TTO for job. Yeah, okay, yep. Add typing for Zeebe worker decorated method. Now, I did something that changes that. Yeah, okay. Close that issue because this one here is the solution. Okay, yeah, in that case we can't use the new goodness from the environment, not right now. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to use the local host. So we need to scrub this. How do I unset an environment variable? No, not that key. This one. So am I using bash? No, I'm using ZSH. Unset environment variable. Yay! Unset. Okay. So let's just unset these things that we set. Unset. We want to unset Zeebe gateway. Gateway. We want to unset the Zeebe gateway address. We created that one, which I think is the correct one. Unset the client ID and the client secret. Client ID. It's not. I don't think it's using them anyway. Secret. No, it must be using them because it's getting a the OAuth is getting a 503. Okay, now we've got a local broker running, so according to my calculations, just running the running this should just work, should connect to that broker. Okay. Now, if we now ping our endpoint that we created, boom, it works. I'm just going to go and delete that worker out of my Come On to Cloud account because I just streamed it on the internet. Credentials to my... There we go. Nuked. Go back to my Zeebe clusters. This one here is a cluster that fell over after a couple of weeks. So it's still in my account because the cloud guys are going to tag it and bag it and then take it back to the lab for inspection. Fix it up. Okay, good. We now have a working broker topology. Oh, beautiful. Amazing. So easy. Did have to fix a couple of things along the way. That's all we need to do with that. That one's done. Baked. Love it. Let's go here and we'll just do an initial commit because we've got something that works. So we'll just say topology works. Okay, great. Bam. Now let's go in here and let's do our next REST endpoint. So deploy workflow. It's a post method. Oh, I'm gonna need a third. Cool, no problem. 3 of them, that's fine. So if we go nest generate, and it's a controller, right? And it's gonna be called deploy workflow. So I think if you do like this, deploy workflow, it camel cases the. I think it camel cases the controller name. Here it is, deploy workflow. Boom. Yeah, close enough for rock and roll. So we need to inject the Zeebe service in through the constructor again. I just love Nest. It's just so easy. It just crystallizes a lot of high-level concerns, you know, and automates their usage. Add all missing imports. That's the other thing I love about VS Code. I mean, look at that. Just add all the missing imports. Thank you. Okay, so this is a post method now. So P is there. No, P is there. No, P is there. No, there. 4th time's the charm. Now I want to call this deploy workflow, so I'm going to go deploy. See, I found the P that time. Deploy workflow. Workflow, yeah. And we actually need to get in some data from here. Well, let's do it like this. Data. It's going to be JSON data, and then we're just going to have gosh, we're going to define a DTO for this. Yeah, we're going to have to do a DTO, a data transfer object. Let's hit the docs. Okay, custom providers, fundamentals, overview, I don't know, exception filters, guards, interceptors, decorators, modules, providers, controllers. Let's have a look at controller. Cat controller, yep. Where's the cat DTO? Cat controller. Route wildcards, status codes, headers, redirection, route parameters, scopes, asynchronicity, request payloads. Need to drink some water actually. Okay, well, let's just do a grep on the page for DTO. DTO, there we go. Okay, so create a new, I wonder if you can do a nest generate DTO. What did I just do? Oh, here. Nest generate DTO. Learning as I go. Learning on the fly. Here we go. Available schematics. Application, Angular, app, class, configuration, controller, decorator, filter, gateway, guard, interceptor, interface, middleware, module, pipe, provider, resolver, service, library, sub app. Nope. Okay. So, not in there. We want to do it next to this. So we're going to go plus, and then we're going to call it a deploy workflow DTO. Let's cut and paste this thing. So hit enter and then go Control C and then create a new file. Escape, create a new file. Control V. Yay! Deploy workflow.dto.ts. DTO.ts. Done. Paste that. No. Zeta. Copy that. Paste it in here. This thing should be called a deploy workflow. DTO. Yep. Now, I'm going to copy the shape of this DTO from a patch that got pulled into Zeebe Node the other day. We go to the GitHub. So, Patrick Den, who works on the Node Red client for Zeebe, did a pull request the other day. 50 closed pull requests. This one, allow deploy workflow to accept definition buffer. So we're gonna copy his kind of concept from here. Keep some kind of like consistency across the stack. Here we go. Because we definitely need to do an object. Actually, this is really cool because we're about to use that feature. We're about to leverage the feature that he PR'd in. I was like, who's ever going to do that? But if you take the thing over the wire as a string, then as the Zeebe node library was originally created, you just deployed from files on the file system. So if we were going to do that, we'd need to write it to a file and then read it back in. But this way we can just pass it straight into the command. Okay, so they're going to be this is a string, and so is that. C on that. No, I don't think we have a comma there. And then we just go like this, and then the type is a number. No, we don't even do that. We'll assign the type, and then save that. No, what's up? What are you complaining about? If you know there's a semicolon missing, why don't you add it? Yeah, I mean, you know what you're doing. What's wrong here? Okay, yeah, that shouldn't be there. That's why I wouldn't do it. Syntax error. 3 errors. Yeah, okay, that's in my deploy workflow controller. If I save this thing, and then this thing is a deploy workflow DTO. Second one down, that one. Boom. Oh, if you select it with the mouse, it doesn't auto import. You gotta select it with the keyboard. It's kind of a weird quirk, that one. Okay, so we're going to get the data in. It's going to be a deploy workflow DTO, and then what we're going to do is, oh man, testing this is going to be a real pain in the backside. No, it's not, dude. Don't be like that. Okay, so we've got a controller test in here, so we can do it. But anyway, all we need to do here is just say this dot Zeebe client dot deploy workflow. Oh, so good. But you know what? It's going to fail because the nest.js this nest.js library is using the old one. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're going to have to what do we do? Let's create a new window, and then I'm going to open my local copy. My local copy of pk nest.js, and then I'm going to npm link it. So if I go down to, I guess it's in here, and it's called nest.js Zeebe. There it is. Open. And what branch is this on? It's on exception message branch. So we'll switch to the master branch. Make sure it's synchronized with the remote. And then I apply that patch that you saw me do before, which is I changed the version number to 1.2.0, and then I changed the Zeebe node dependency to 21.0. Save that. I get that you're not seeing what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to go npm I. I'm just talking about it out loud. Yes, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm using the same version of Node in both places. I'm pretty sure I should be, because it will be the default, which I think is 12.6.0 on my machine. Yep. Okay, so that's good. It's doing the npm install thing in the background. Yeah, okay, it's doing a node JIT. I wonder what that's for. XML parser. Okay, then I run npm link in my local checkout of pk. npm link. And then I just copy the name of the package. Come back to here and I go npm link. Now, anytime I install a new package, it's going to break and I'll have to do it again, but this is going to use my local copy of the package. So you see it symlinks the node modules in here to here, which is then symlinked to there, my local checkout. Okay, so so export class data flow DTO. Yeah, okay, maybe when I fix this will fix it. So if I go control space, nope. Let's try control shift P. No, command shift P. And then I say reload the TypeScript. Reload TypeScript reload project. Reparses the whole thing. Okay, control space. Nope, it doesn't like it. So let's just go, man, maybe it hasn't been, maybe Patty's thing hasn't even been merged in yet. We probably haven't published this yet. Dude. I don't think we have. 6 days ago. And if we go to Zeebe node, on npm, 6 days ago is when we merged the PR, and we last published the package 8 days ago, so it's not even in there. Oh, dude. How many levels deep do we go? No, okay, just keep going. Don't stop. So I need to open a new window. And then I need to open the Zeebe node project. Oh man, my Zeebe node local branch is got some work in it that I've done that hasn't been pushed yet. So anyway, I'll stash it and move on. So it's called Zeebe client node.js. Okay, open this. So the thing about being a library maintainer rather than just an application programmer is you end up doing this kind of stuff. So I got my local checkout open. It's called close promise. Let's publish this branch to my repo, and then once that publishes, I just gotta save this, and then I go here. What's happening here? Dude, you got uncommitted changes. Save that. Git pull. There's no tracking branch. Let me try publishing it to Origin. Okay. Anyway, let's do git commit -m changes. This is just a dumb commit message. Husky's running. Oh, okay. got an npm I rebuild in here because I changed my version of Node. Here we go. So let's go back to where we were before, and here, let's move on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Zeebe Node library, and I'm going to grab one of the test BPMN files. Test data. Let's just grab the hello world BPMN. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay, so we'll call it test.bpmn. Save that. Rename this. That. Yes, very good. It's a very simple BPMN file. And then in the controller test, okay, that's done. Now I'll try git commit my changes again. Okay, I just got to run npm rebuild, it says, so run that again, go back here. Now, the workflow controller, so... Okay, this is not a good unit test because it requires the broker, but what evs? It should deploy a workflow. Okay. So we're going to do fs.read file. fs. Okay, import star as fs. I had it right the first time. I wonder if you can do like this. No default export, so we're going to go star as fs. Yeah. Save that. Yes, adds the semicolon. fs.read file sync. And then I guess we just go double underscore dir name. Dir name. I think that gives me the current directory. I'm wondering which directory it's going to be. Join. Wah. Come on, dude. Here. Auto import from path. Yes. I'm not sure if this is the current directory, and then we'll find out. Test.bpmn. Okay, BPMN, dude. Like that. Once the semicolon there, it's cool, you put it there. And then we'll just go const BPMN. Well, let's have a look at our DTO. Goodbye. We can close that. We can close that. Deploy workflow DTO, so it's definition. And so we just go const definition equals that. And then what's the other thing it needs? What? File name? Name. Okay. So I guess I'll use Axios for this. Axios. Auto import from Axios. So do we already have it in the project? We do. So we need to do a post. And we're going to post to localhost. This is a dumb test, man, because the thing actually needs to be running. This should be in the end-to-end integration tests. I'll move it there. 3,000. 3,000. / and then deploy workflow. So work K's on that side and then flow like that. Yep. And then we're going to put definition in here. Definition, and then the name will just be test. Okay, save that. Yeah. Now, let's grab this mofo out of here. That whole thing. Control exit out. We'll save that in a second once we put it in its new place. There's no end-to-end tests. Where are the end-to-end tests? Okay. Let's try that nest generate again. Can you generate tests? Nope. Oh, bummer. Okay, we'll leave it in there then. Let's go with this. Command Zeta. No, not on this one, dude. In here. Command Zeta. Save. So then, okay, so we should get back some kind of response, right? Which we'll call res. And here we should, I'll do this because we're going to make this into an asynchronous test. Done. Put an assertion in here. Res dot data dot workflow instance key. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. So we can say any Axios response. What's this type? Okay, I think that what we put in here then is workflow request object. It's like a workflow response object is what we're after. Keep typing till it shows up. Workflow response. Deploy workflow response like that. Oh, beautiful. And we'll just make it to be truthy and then call done. Parameterized types, man. Generics for the win. That is great. Love it. So, we should just straight up return this response here. And then make it async to let the framework know that it should await the outcome. Async. We still have to deal with this object here not working, so let's go back to here. I'm in the Zeebe node library now. I'm going to go 2 levels deep and I'm going to pull in Paddy's change to my local Zeebe node, and then we're going to go into the payk. Is that going to work? I think it is. I believe. Let's do a root cause fix here. Okay. That actually kind of worked. Let's change to master here. And then we're going to do git pull upstream master. So we'll pull in the changes from master upstream. Okay, so here it says source Zeebe client is changed. Switch my VS Code window for you so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm about to go ham on the Zeebe node client. OBS has this weird behavior where if you Zeebe node client, click, don't move the mouse, done. Say okay to that, and then hit transition. Now you're looking at my Zeebe node library. So I pulled in the Zeebe node, this change here. So let's have a look at it. And it was in the deploy workflow. I think these are all alphabetically ordered. Close, deploy workflow. You can take a string or an array of strings or a definition and a name. I think what's going to be better than this is if we do this. So we can do an overload, because then we can give them better names. So what we do here is we go like this, and this is actually the workflow file path. BPMN file path. So here are your overloads, right? The last one should be capable of serving any of these file paths. We already know that last one, the actual implementation can do it. Copy that. And then here, what we do is we grab this. It wants a buffer. It doesn't want a string. Why a buffer? Okay, that's fine. We can do that. So we'll put I don't know, workflow buffer, workflow from resource. Try that. Workflow resource, we'll call it that. I think that's the right name to use for it. Like that, and then save it, and it'll add some whatever it needs to add. What doesn't it like about this? Yeah, that's okay. Tell it to ignore that because this one. Yeah, I know they can be combined like that, but well, let me go back here and see. Are we better off with a unified signature or? Yeah, okay, let's just keep it the way it is. It's easier. Okay, so package.json, it should be 0.21.0. We're gonna rev it to 1. Let's get these changes out there, man. PRs that come in should be published so that people can take advantage of them. Like me. So if we go into the README, and then we go to deploy workflow, auth, create a task worker, create completing start a workflow instance, publish a message. Let's just find it with deploy workflow. let people know that they can use the environment variables. So here we can do like an array of these things. Let's call it workflow 1.bpmn. Workflow 2.bpmn. And then here we can use this new method, which is that. Here it's like definition. And then the name. Now, okay, so let's do const fs equals require fs. Love it. Like that. No error handling. It's just totes. Let's make it explicit what we're getting. So const buffer fs.readFileSync readFileSync synchronous method. Like this. wf3.bpmn. Yep. Okay, await deploy that. So that's the new functionality documented with some examples. So deploy an array. Deploy multiple with an array of file paths. Deploy from an in-memory buffer. Now, we read it from the file and put it into memory beforehand, but it could come from anywhere in memory. I don't know what those guys are using it for, but we're going to use it for doing this test. Yeah, like a rest. Could be from rest. We'll have to turn it into a string and then back into a buffer when we pass it over the wire. Okay, so we revved the package version. Yep. We should go to the change log. Okay. One. So we can say zbc dot no, like this. Zeebe client dot deploy workflow. Now set to buffer. An object containing a buffer. Okay. I think that's it. So, okay, let's create a new branch. Call it 0.21.1. Let me just check if there is anything else that went into. What other pull requests recently went in? I think there was one other one. Okay, I don't. That's a bug fix. Yeah, let's just do this. So we'll start it like this. From now on, feature. And then this one's called a fix. No, you're just gonna have to use the IntelliSense or use your common sense to check the README. Okay, so deploy workflow from buffer. Main. Let's do 0.21.1 release. Okay, so save or commit. It's running the tests, running the linting. Got like auto running tests and linting on there. 670 kilobytes on the stream. The stream's not going to be that good. I'm going to get a more solid internet connection for this. I think I'll change the timing of the stream. Do it outside like Australian working hours so we can catch some more zones. People can watch it after work. And the internets won't be so hammered. Okay, that worked. So push those changes to Origin. Publish them. Publish that to Origin. If I go here, it's still going. This little wheel spinning down the bottom. I wanted to see Nest.js, but all I'm seeing is like work on the Zeebe client node, Zeebe node client library. I guess it's a good way to get to understand it. Oh, so you should say thanks to shout outs, man. Thanks to Paddy Den, and we should add him to the contributors as well. And then go to the README and then go down to contributors and we'll add him in there because he has got his code in this thing. Copy this. And find him on the internet. Okay, we'll just create the pull request. If I push more changes to the branch, it'll go in. So roll in at Patrick. PRs for great justice. Important. For great justicia. Justice. Por mayor justicia. Okay, good. Now, if I click on Pedersen's name, bing, Patrick Den. So we'll go with Patrick Den. What? Patrick Going to Sydney tomorrow to speak at the Deloitte Platform Engineering Meetup about Zeebe. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. Save that. Okay. Now that's his name on GitHub, so we'll use that as his preferred name in the changelog. He's Paddy in Slack, but Patrick on the internet. So we add Patrick Den to contributors. And actually, I think in the package JSON, we can add them in here as contributors. Yes, look at that. Save that. Okay, and we're going to push this to the remote branch. And that'll push it into the PR, and then I'll initiate the publish. And I do that through Slack by contacting the release engineer in Zeebe Slack. Push to the remote and then go back one. Request a review from Mr. Satan. He's the release engineer. Let's just have a look at this PR and see what we did. So, updated the changelog, updated the example to show how to use the new feature, updated the version. Okay, where's the changelog changes? It's gone to the internet. There we go. Patrick Den. Good. Yeah, good. Oh, there's a bug. That's in the README. Let's see if we can get it before he merges it. Ooh, it's a race against time. Okay, so search for buffer. That's the changelog, so README, README, README. It's not even open. Okay, so buffer. I mean, best practice is to squash your commits, but fix docs. README example. Now it's got to run all the tests again. Oh. Hopefully, Tim's not sitting at his desk twiddling his thumbs, sees that Slack message and then publishes, because, well, it's not fatal. People can figure it out. But, you know, it's just not whole and complete. Still going. No response from him, which is a good sign. Okay, and push. There's the error there. CPU is cranking on this thing. iTerm 2 is using 480% of the CPU. I wonder what that's from. Okay. Let's check if it made it up there. And winning, there it is. Okay, this is good to go. So, let's go back to the PayK. Let's take it to the next level. Can I edit my pull request? Don't know that I can. Nope. Close that pull request. Go back to the code. Go down to package.json. I'm going to optimistically open 21.1 pull request. 2.0. And the dependency on Zeebe node here will be 21.1. Okay. Use Zeebe node 0.21.1. In the next 24 hours, it's usually I'll ping this PR when it's live. There we go. Create the pull request. Okay, so look, deploy workflow, we're not going to get that done until this thing comes out. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just try putting the JWT authentication on that endpoint, because that was the other thing that I wanted to do. Okay, switch back to my close promise branch, and then what we'll do here is we'll change which VS Code window we're looking at. Go back to our Nest REST API. Okay, say okay to that, and you got a yellow one on your screen. Good. And then I'm just going to close that other one. Good. Okay, so it's not going to work for now. Nada. Wah. So we'll add a to-do in here. Update to @payk. And it's called Nest. Just Nest.js Zeebe. Zeebe 1.2.0. Save that. Okay, awesome. Now, let's go back to Chrome. Okay, all checks have failed. Yeah, we can't build because I can't find that package, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not streaming this live on the internet. Lol. Also, I'm streaming. This is funny because he just typed a private message in a public channel and I'm like, yo, I'm streaming. Okay, rollout is underway of the Zeebe node client, so hey, it's happening. It's a thing. Let's have a look at the pull request, right? And we'll see that it's been merged. Yay! Okay. Cross-organization collaboration. So, yeah, the release engineers at Credit Sense in Brisbane. I used to work there, and I built the I built this while I was there, and then we open sourced it, and then I ended up working at Kamunda. Okay, so yeah, okay, let's put JWT on this thing. Okay, so secure it with a JWT. Can we do it in 20 minutes? Let's see. Yeah, good one. Now, I did some Googling around for JWT stuff with Nest, and I found this guy gave a great example in a GitHub issue. Here's this code repo on GitLab. Let's see how he does it. Source, the backend source. It's got this auth directory. So he has an auth module with this JWT stuff in it. Okay, so a service, a controller, a module, JWT strategy. Okay. Auth, no, service, dude, service. We looked at that one. Auth service. So you can create a token. And you can validate a user. So look at the auth controller. User guards, auth guard, JWT. So let's have a look at the JWT strategy. Where do you actually... Okay. Okay, you gotta decrypt it from here. So this is using passport JWT. Okay, so I'm going to try to use Auth0 for this because they can create the JWTs. And it's free. And it's a service and it's hosted, so that's cool. Well, let's try this then. Okay, we're going to need that. So, in here, we're going to npm install a few things. That. We're going to need the Nest passport stuff. Yeah. Okay, just those two. Okay. Cutting and pasting code from the internet. Winning. Man, this stream is bouncing up and down. Yeah, I'm going to change my timing for this streaming because this time's no good. I might do it earlier in the morning, which would be evening in the US. I think I'll do that. Maybe after my son goes to school would be good. Okay, so now we'll just nest generate a new auth, a module. Auth. And there it is, the auth module. Okay. Well, let's copy this code here. JWT strategy. So we go JWT strategy. I'm using this one. I found another, like a an Auth0. 2 hours for streaming of non-stop coding is pretty intense. So what I might do is just grab some water because, man, like coding for that long, not good for your health. I'm back. I'm gonna chew some gum. Came here to chew gum and crush code. And I'm about to be out of gum. This track's okay. It's a bit chill. Oh, there's cars passing in the soundtrack. Let's try a different one. Oh yeah, we're right at the end of the set. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, good. Okay. The auth service. Okay, super, we do this. Yeah, okay, well, yeah. So Nest generates service auth. And then I'm gonna have to get the this is cool. Yeah, so what we do now, I'm gonna go to my Auth0 account, so I'm just gonna secret for a second, make sure I'm not looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, okay. So I got a free Auth0 account, and then choose your application type. Nah, I'm not sure. This? What's the difference? Change the application name later in the application settings. Types. JavaScript front-end app that uses an API. Traditional web app. Machine-to-machine applications. Native. This one says Node.js, so let's try that. See what happens. I'm gonna blow it away later, so don't mind if you see the secrets here. Here's the client ID. Now, this is the Auth0 Nest example, which is kind of, I'm not sure how idiomatic it is. It uses this authentication middleware instead. What's missing in here is the ability to get the username, but his one seems to have get the username, so let's try this. There's like, here we go. Here's how you get your here's how you get a JWT. You got to do this. So if we go, let's get a JWT. Okay, set the Auth0 domain. Look at this. JavaScript. I want to integrate. Oh, this is pretty cool. If you downloaded the sample from the top of this page, download the sample. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is cool. I like this experience. This is good. Okay. You're downloading it? Okay, we'll just click download. Okay, good. It keeps it up. That's good. Vanilla.js login. Okay. I need to open this folder in Visual Studio Code. Right click. How do I get that? Oh, it's a digression. So open folder in VS Code Mac. No. Finder. Done that. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is a small digression which is going to increase my productivity. Okay, what do you got to download? Download and extract this Mac OS service. Okay, so let's download. Yeah, download. Love it. Defs give it a star, man. Don't even care if it works or not. Just the concept of it is amazing. Double click it. Do you want to install it? Install. Done. So now, according to my calculations, I can now right click in this folder. Nope. Maybe I'll right click on the folder. Right click on the folder. Services. Open in Visual Studio Code. Oh man. So good. OMG, it worked. It's great. It's amazing. Okay, so for you to be able to see it, I need to change my VS Code window. I'm going to double click on here. And here's the sample app. No, not that one. Dude. That one. Okay. Well, let's have a look. Here's the server. Okay. Let's read the README. That's what we want there. Let's have a look. So you get an ID token back. Anyway, I say it's just gonna work, so let's just do it and see what happens. Optimistically engage. Okay, oh look, a shiny thing. Let's go back here. And did this happen? Nope. No, it says it's released. Well, let's try doing last published 8 days ago. No, it was 20 minutes ago. Not on NPM. I think something went wrong with the publish. Anyway, let's move on. the Node.json web token library. Let's have a look. Callback is supplied, function acts asynchronously, token, secret or public key. Okay, passing the token, secret or public key. What does it return? Let's have a look at the callback. Decoded. Okay. Okay, well that's cool. Okay. So, I think what we need to do then is we need to look at this guy's auth service. Oh, we're coming up on 4 o'clock here. Extract JWT from auth header as bearer token. Okay, so you put the bearer token on there. Where's that come from? Oh, the passport strategy. Okay, secret or key. Settings. Yeah, there's the secret or key there. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my client secret out. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll just put it into a file called secret.ts. Not so secret, secret.ts. Export secret key. Export const. Secret key. Equals. I'm going to paste in my secret key. Save that. Okay. And I need to import it from there. So import from secret key. Control space, secret key. Command C. Put it in there like that, secret key. Well, let's just go get on this thing here. Save this. Create this new one here, .ts. And then go export type. Export type. JWT strategy, this one here. We'll make it an interface later, but for now we'll just make it any. Ta-da, fix that one. This one here, this user entity. Now auth service, we're going to create a validate user. Let's go in here and then let's go back to here and then multitask and go check if it's a new version showed up. Negative. Okay, I could turn this into like a shorter, like, hey, here's how you do it, like real quick demo once I figure out what I'm doing. Anyway, I think there's real value in watching people who don't know what they're doing figuring it out. There's probably a lot of things that you can pick up along the way. Anyway, it's 4:03, so that's all that we have for you today. I'm going to change the stream timing because the internet is no good at this time of the day. So I'll find a better time that works. I think I'll try doing in the morning, either early in the morning or maybe like mid-morning Australian time, which would be kind of in the evening on the west coast of the US, and early morning for people who are like slightly behind us, like in Asia. Okay, see you next time.